Well, good evening. I'd like to welcome everybody to our 11th Lecturers Roundup for Connecticut State Grange. It's great to have you join us here tonight in the virtual world. We're really pleased that we have a guest from New York State Grange, the New York State Grange lecturer, Brenda Noble, who will also be chairing our 2026 Northeast Region Lecturers Association Conference. And I've gotten to know Brenda quite well, and she's now a signatory on a Connecticut bank account. So that's great. And I'm so glad to see her here with us tonight. We started these roundups back a couple of years ago to really give people a chance to know that they're not out there on their own. And we've got subordinate lecturers. We've got two Pomona lecturers tonight. I know Debbie Vale, I saw this morning, was going to try to make it. Today was really her first time out since her surgery, being out for the day, so she could be exhausted. Judy, I'm glad you're here, lecturer from Grange, who's going to be our speaker, and a little bit on something that I've gotten really excited about. But what I thought we could do tonight is think about these two thought-provoking questions. And this actually came from National Grange recently. They had an event with Beth Westbrook, who is a fundraiser, and she asked our national president these two questions. The first one, why is the National Grange important to local members and Granges? And the second one, what program, project, or service should the Grange make happen if they were given a $1 million gift? And so in our program for shipmates, the leadership membership fellowship program, we were all asked to provide written answers that were consolidated and then sent to Chris. Now, not to steer, I would love to hear if anybody wants to chime in, but not to steer you. But on the first question, I wrote in my personal Dave Roberts opinion, I don't think National Grange is that important to local members or Granges because they don't understand the significance of it. Now, a majority of my colleagues disagreed with me, and they think people recognize the importance of National Grange. And then on the second question, the idea that I pitched was having paid regional staff. So, for example, one regional staff person that would be responsible for the Northeast region to help with leadership, to help with membership, to help with youth and junior, to help the lecturers do their stuff. And that was the idea that I pitched, and having money like that, I would spread it out so we could have these staff long term in each of the regions. But I'd love to just hear, if you were asked by Chris Hamp, which you may be at some point, one of these two questions, how would you answer? Does anybody want to jump in and give a response? Bob, you're never quiet. How about you try?
I'm tempering my judgment on that one. I'm going to let other people speak first.
Okay.
So I think, in my opinion,
this is Judy Doyle from Grange lecturer and the Grange president-elect.
So I think the National Grange, how it would be important is because, it does strive for members to go to different levels to become national, and they do help with like logos and marketing, certain things like that. But I don't think their reaches come as far as we would like them in our communities. But that's how I can possibly see the importance, like, to local members. And if I was to get $1 million, I would maybe team up with another local organization to start like little food pantries in rural areas for farmers and people like that because they're in need. So
Excellent. Thank you, Judy. Others? And Joanne, I just muted you till you're ready to speak because your TV is quite loud.
So you've made it to the tournament champions. How are you feeling? And what I'm not listening to it, my sister.
Ah. Okay, Sherry,
Both the state and national could help with is helping us with repairs and sprucing up the Grange walls so they don't look so old.
excellent.
All this stuff is expensive now.
Yes, it is.
Also known as broad.
Sherry, I see your hand up.
Thank you. I agree. I don't feel a strong connection to National Grange. I don't feel that they do as much for us on the subordinate level or community level. And I don't see much of an influence, certainly at Pomona level.
So, Sherry, not to put you on the spot, but either now or later on, do you have things that you think they could do better?
Well, I think that well, one of the things is that the ACP project that we did, Vernon did participate in that, but I found that I'm trying to think of what he was called, my connection, my wasn't an advisor.
Yep.
But the person that was my connection from Oregon didn't really know our area, and I tried to explain our demographic and what I needed, and I think you were in on that too, Dave, that they just said, okay, we're just going to drop it all at your house.
Yep.
And dropped off, I think it was 8 cases of material on my porch one day. And I think they went to your house or went to you somewhere the same day. And
in Spanish.
And I said, and yes, and I said, these are not the materials that we're good. I tried to explain that to you when you were saying that you're going to send that group down and to drop it off. And he didn't really understand it, what our needs were. And I find that many times, while that was an important program, the materials that were provided were not terribly useful. Different formats would have been more useful. A card that says, scan this code, for somebody who has limited computer access, that was very difficult. Or go to, don't quote me please, but acp.org.
Right.
Or how do you do that? You go sit in a library and do that? If you don't have computer access.
Right.
So I felt that's a specific example of how National didn't really know what we needed and communicate it to ACP.
Right. That's a great example, Sherry. I appreciate that. Anybody else have a response? Well, think about that. Maybe at your Grange sometime you can ask these 2 questions and send me any responses you get. And I'd be glad if you wanted to share any ideas for improvement. But again, this is our agenda tonight. We're also going to just talk about the R2S2 Reaching Rural Surgical Seniors program. We're going to talk about the lecturers program. We just had our photography contest, and that went well. We're going to have Judy talk about how tools can enhance our productivity. I want to hear from you all, and then we'll start getting ready for our next one. So we went over the 2 questions. Again, this is another National Grange program that National Grange received a grant from the through a federal government agency, Reaching Rural Surgical Senior Program. Joan Smith came to our Northeast Region Lecturers Conference and spoke on this program. There's websites that have links to a lot of material. There may be some of this material at the Big E at the New England Grange building. We're still waiting to hear. I was talking to Noel Miller about that. There is incentives, and so far I know Granby Grange, Judy's Grange has qualified, and my Riverton Grange has qualified. So there's $100, and the checks will be given out by Joan at the National Convention in Bettendorf in November. And all you have to do is submit a report, just one report if you've done everything, and you'll get a note back from Joan saying you qualify. So it's very easy to do, and you just send the report to rrss@grange.org. There's also a State Grange and Connecticut State Grange Brenda qualified, so we're going to be getting a $500 check also at National Grange. So we are excited about that and spreading what I think is really valuable information. We had our annual photography contest. We had 40 adult entries and 11 youth entries. The categories this year were patriotism and Grange activities, pets, animals, landscapes, and flowers. And the winners were our lovely state vice president came in second in the Grange activities patriotism category. And all of these folks will be getting cash prizes. Our judge was not me, so that's not why I got best of show. Our judge was Martha Miller, who is the curator of Salmon Brook Historical Society, and they just purchased some very expensive oil paintings. And so I said, since you know about art, would you come judge this contest? So she agreed to, and I thought she did a great job. And then these were our youth winners. And so it was nice to see people, and the winning photographs will be displayed at our Connecticut State Grange Convention in Norwich in October. So I just wanted to share all that with you. Next, we're going to have Judy spend time with us. Judy, I love this picture. It's been in the Connecticut State Granger. And this was recently, we did Christmas in July in historic Riverton, Connecticut. And this is our Grange Hall. And one of the many things we did were have inflatables, Christmas inflatables around town, so people could tour the historic village, see the inflatables. So this is in front of our Grange Hall, but also there is one of the many signs that Judy developed. So at both the Northeast Leaders Conference up in New Hampshire, and then the Northeast Lecturers Conference in Norwich in July, we had sessions on electronic tools. And at the lecturers one, Judy really kind of took over the presentation. And I said to her, Judy, I finally paid attention to you, and I have become a big user, for example, of Canva and Chat GPT. I want you in simple terms to hopefully get some of our folks just thinking about it because they can't believe how these tools can simplify your lives. And Brenda, I'll give you an example. If you have to write a monthly article for your state newsletter, I do in Connecticut, I type in a few words into Chat GPT and it writes the article for me. You tell it how many words you want, you tell it if there's something specific you want to say. You then take it out of Chat GPT, you can modify it however you wanted to personalize it, and then you submit it. So Judy, I thought I'd give you about 20 minutes to just quickly, hopefully excite everybody, then take any questions. And then Judy is a resource for everybody, as is Robert Carbonell, and Terry Fazio from our public relations team, as well as Robert is a Pomona lecturer. But Judy, I just wanted you to hopefully excite people and those here tonight live and those that will be watching this to hopefully want to use some electronic tools to really simplify their lives, particularly their Grange lives, whether at the local or Pomona or state level. So take it away, Judy.
Geez, after all that. So today we're going to talk about leveraging technology for success. So in today's dynamic,
Judy, are you going to share a screen or anything?
oh, I thought I was sharing. Hold on.
So I'm going to stop share mine. Now, there you go.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Can you see my screen?
Particular.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. Leveraging technology for success. In today's dynamic world, effective communication and engagement are crucial for the success of any organization, including our Granges. Technology is no longer just a tool for convenience. It's essential for crafting and sharing the compelling story of our impact on the community. Hold on. Stop. Okay. So how do we use technology as a tool for attracting membership? We can use Canva, ChatGPT, and social media. Because what we want to do is attract membership, we want to retain members, and we want to make sure the community knows what we're about. So by using these tools, we can enhance all the things that we're doing now to make it enticing so people come to our events.
So Judy, I'm just going to take it down just a notch. And Joanne and Sherry, I'm thinking of you all. These are electronic applications. You can get them free or there are paid versions. So just like a Zoom is an application that you can add to your computer, Canva is a tool that you can use. So at some point, you probably want to go out and take a look at it, or Chat GPT. You can use it free of charge. You don't even have to sign up. You can just open it and put stuff in it as long as it lets you, and then it'll shut down. You got to do it again. But so does everybody understand that these are free? There's a better version that's paid, but the free version is very good. But they're electronic computer tools that you can use, whether in this case, Judy's going to be showing us, because I stopped today, Judy, just tell you, at the Shops at the Marketplace, and he is so impressed with your 10 days or 12 days leading up to Riverton Grange Fair slides, or, on social media. So take it away, Judy, again. Sorry.
So the first app, so this can be an app, or you can go onto your computer, is Canva. It's simple, canva.com. And what it allows you to do is create flyers, PowerPoint presentations. It allows you to do Facebook posts, book covers, books. all sorts of publicizing things. So there is a free version. There is also a paid version. I did 2 examples here so you can see the quality. So you can get just as good at, so the one on the left is I created from scratch, and the one on the right I used creating the free Canva edition. So you can use both of these however you want, but you can get good quality event flyers. And there's also a part of Canva where you can create, if you just put in 5 different words, it will create the flyer for you, or a template I should say, of something that you can then take and modify. So it's a good way, an easy, simple way for Granges to do key eye-catching flyers to attract people in. So if you guys saw this flyer versus a flyer that maybe had just like pancakes and like a white background, which one would you guys want to go to?
The free one.
The free one, right? Yeah, exactly. So this free edition, it's really, really nice. And, you can use it. So why not take advantage of using this app like Canva, or even Chat GPT? They have an app part of their program where you can go and put in, and they will create an AI representation. So a lot of these programs, Canva as well, has adapted AI. So you simply type something in and they will create it based off of what you would like.
Judy, just explain AI, artificial intelligence.
Yes. So artificial intelligence is when a computer automatically generates an image, a story or document or something based off of what you've programmed in. So it creates it instantly. So rather than writing a letter to a donor, you can put it into Chat GPT and it will create something for you. So for example, like Dave was saying, I created in Chat GPT my 5-day Facebook post timeline counting down. So I put in what I wanted to say. I gave them all the details, and this is what it created. And it put the little symbols in. And then there is another app in Chat GPT that I actually pay for, but created this picture right here based off of the keywords Grange 5-day countdown calendar. And this is what it created for me. So all this I used just to promote our Grange fair. And last year, it took me twice as long to create them. And this literally took probably an hour, because it probably took an hour for the picture because I have to go in and I adjust things and I change things and I add things. But it has reduced my time in half. And sometimes it's reduced the time in like a quarter of the time. It is amazing how fast ChatGPT works. And so I wrote up something, and I also use Grammarly as well, just to make sure, like, if I'm writing something, my grammar is correct. That's another good application that people can use if you're struggling to find the words to write something. It also has an AI program as well to enhance your writing, but Chat GPT, I usually put it in Chat GPT and then put it in Grammarly. So, which helps, and Grammarly is free as well. Then, once you create your flyers and your brochures and your events, you can put them in social media. There's so many different social media apps, and each has its own target audience. I just created this simple chart which I can share with all the Granges. And it simply says what social media platform, what the market is, and what the uses is. Like, for example, Facebook, used by individuals and businesses for networking, sharing content, and fundraising. And can live stream and do all sorts of different things, while Snapchat is just instant. It goes away, like I think in 24 hours, or so there's different platforms. So if you have a lot of younger Granges, they're going to be using Snapchat, whereas the older people like me use Facebook. So there's different social media to promote different events and things that you're trying to, it depends on what you're trying to promote, which would depend on what social media platform. But getting things out in social media is really important, because we want to share our story so people come and see what we're doing and enjoy and join. Innovative AI technology revolutionizes project management. There are so many things that you can do with Google. You can create a website, you can use it for free email, you can share documents, you can create forms. Google is another, it is a search engine, but it also has a workspace platform where you can create forms. It allows you to do websites, share documents, and all sorts of different things. I use it for the Lions clubs, and I actually use it for Pomona. I shared our member lists with the Pomonas in our or our subordinates in our area, and asked them to check the list so that they can verify that they're Pomona members. So I also used it. I have a little form for all of us to fill out at the end. I'll put it in the chat when I'm done sharing. It's 2 seconds, but then you can see how the forms work. And Zephy, this is another great tool for nonprofits. There's 0 fees, but it's 100% impact. So if this allows your organization to use it for ticketing, donations, auctions, raffles, lotteries, membership, e-commerce. And what it does, it asks for donations on the back end for when so if you're checking out, it says, would you like to donate? And that's how they get their money, and they don't charge fees for your fundraising events. I've had a couple Lions clubs use it and say it's wonderful. So I have yet to use it, but I'm trying to find something I can use it for. But it is another tool using AI that we should use to save costs on fundraisers. Because if you're doing a fundraiser and you're losing 3.5% towards credit cards fees, I mean, that's money in your pocket that you can be using for a service project or a donation or to do something else. So it's just those little tiny things that are going to make a difference in the Granges and allow us to grow. So how does technology help retain current members? So using these different apps, you can create newsletters through Canva. You can create content through Chat GPT. You can also use MailChimp or SurveyMonkey or different email commerces that help you create newsletters, online newsletters that you can send out to your club or your Grange, and then that way it helps. You can focus on the members, showcase what they're doing in the community, what they're doing in their Granges, talk about what events that you have, and using Canva, you can create the whole newsletter, but you can also create it in eChimp. But all these things help encourage and make members feel that they feel valued and that they're important, because you're highlighting and sharing their stories. So using these tools, it helps keeps member engaged and valued. And then you can use Google Calendar to promote events so that members are aware of what's going on. You can use it to share different minutes. So you can use Google in different ways as well to make them feel engaged and valued. Innovation is the ability to see change as an opportunity. It's not a threat. It is something that we can do as long as we practice. It's not like something that you're going to learn overnight. You have to do it over and over to get better at it, because each time you learn something different, just like technology. And it's important to tell our story so we resonate within with the community, because if we're not seen, nobody's really going to know what's going on, and they're not going to want to come to our fairs, and they're not going to want to come to our events. So if we can use these different technologies that are free, and just by practicing, we can get better and better, then we'll have more people come to our events, we'll have more people involved, and we'll have better retention, we'll have better membership, and we'll have a better face in the community with everybody. So,
Judy,
yeah.
one of the apps that I've been using as of late since last year has been Bing Creator.
Oh, what did you say? Be creative? What was it?
Bing,
Oh,
B-I-N-G.
Bing. Oh, yep. Bing. I haven't used
Creator.
it. Do you like
So you go into the Bing search engine, and you type in Bing Creator, and it'll take you right to that site where you can put in by word or a series of words, describing the picture that you want, and it'll generate it for you.
Yes. There are so many applications. Like every time like I try to go find, like I'm like, oh well, I need to do this. I just type in something and it pulls up like so many different suggestions and stuff. But I've Bing have also a paid version, or is it just like a search engine like Google that has the same like capacities like a workspace?
It's free.
It's free too? Okay. So
Yep.
So is it a search engine, or is it a website you go to and you put the things in, like what you'd like?
It's not. It's part of Bing, but it's a specific site that lets you create artwork.
Oh, so
Just
it's okay, just artwork. Yep. Okay. And do you use a lot of it for your Grange events?
As of late, I've used it for the Cheshire Grange Community Fair for the program book for the front cover.
Okay. For the front cover? Oh, that's nice. I can't wait to see it. Now I know. Oh, I can't wait. So, so after this, I'm gonna do questions and comments and then talk. I also have a little survey for you guys. So technology is vital in driving our Grange's growth and sustainability. It helps us attract new members, retain existing ones, and share impactful stories. So it would be great, as some of you have already done, use these tools, and so that we ensure our Granges are vibrant and influential. Do you guys, so in the chat, hold on, I gotta stop sharing for 1 second. In the chat, I put a little form or a form that you guys can click on and take really quick, and then we can go look instantly the results.
Here's
Oh,
what
I
the front
like that.
cover.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, nice. It's what I do also caution is when you do it though, that, because, one of the pictures like I did and I couldn't change it, like didn't have a front windshield. It was convertible, but there's no front windshield. And I'm sure nobody notices, but it's little things like that, you know, that you have to go in and modify and change sometimes. But, they give you a pretty good accurate, description of what kind of you want. It's really quite amazing and it saves so much time. So does anybody have any questions or comments, like what you guys use? I thank you, Bob, for sharing the Bing. I can't wait to actually go try it. Maybe I'll use it for my next Facebook posts.
Have you all taken the 2-question survey? Click on chat. You see the link. See chat at the bottom.
Ooh, I have 3 people have taken it.
Yay.
So far, 67 out of the 3 people, 66% use technology and 2 don't. And 2 people use Google Workspace. Nobody has used Zephy yet, but people have used Chat and Canva. So it's kind of interesting. Oh, hold on, let me share. Let me go back to the screen. Hold on. Let me share with you what it brings up. Share screen.
And so these are things you can do with your members, like my home Grange meets in hybrid format. So we could take a survey and see her results. So like if you're doing a Zoom.
Can you see this? Does it bring it up? The 2 questions? Yes.
Yep.
So now instantly, I mean, it does all this graphics for you. It graphs it, pie chart, you know, long way. It also, depending on the question, it goes individual questions by responses, questions, and then individual as well. And then you can link this sheet, which will create, a spreadsheet. So this is, Deb. You know, this is something, you know, this is what I use for our registration form. So every time somebody registered for the registration, it came here, and then I then shared it with the different people, and then you can restrict the action with anybody with the link, or you can have it restricted. So this you can have it, and this automatically changes every time, and then you can also change it and adapt. You can add sheets. It's just a Google Excel sheet.
So Judy, just to slow down for a second. So Brenda, in 2026, assuming that you're still the New York State lecturer, this is the tool that is made it look. Judy just looked like I don't know what, a whiz kid or something. I don't know how to say it. And but this is the tool. Brenda is requesting meeting somebody with AI companion. Okay.
I don't know.
That's good.
Because I was trying to clear off.
That's good. So anyway, so now they're going to summarize the meeting for you. But anyway, these are tools, Brenda, that when we get to 2026, that we can use to really make what we did in the past under prior leaders was so intense. But by using these tools, you know, or for state conventions or for other events that you're doing for Pomona activities. So, in that Zephy, I've already gone to Chat GPT and written an article that I hope to publish in multiple places of the value of Zephy, a free tool to help local or Pomona Granges raise money. I had never heard of it, Judy, till tonight. So, and this must be the tool that Ed Fenton uses for his fundraising. Now that
I think, yeah.
yeah, now that I've seen it. And so again, you never know what you're gonna learn, particularly if you're paying attention. Like I wasn't at Leaders Conference, but I was at lectures.
Brenda, it would be
Okay.
interesting. Did you just, so it was gonna summarize the notes. I wonder if we can use those for minutes.
Oh, I
There you
bet
go.
we could, Judy.
I know, right? Yeah, let's try.
Please don't get Dave so excited.
Well, I'm gonna be her secretary. I'm the secretary-elect of Granby-Grange.
I need to find a good dictaphone so that I can have
I ain't saying a
like
word.
totally like take all my notes and then turn it into the minutes because it takes so long to write those minutes. As Brenda, you know too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
Like,
other questions for Judy, and again, Judy, maybe in the chat you can just put your email address because if people, it's Miss Judy's Emporium at yahoo.com. But if people want to contact Judy, she is just a wealth of information. And not only for Grange do I use her, but for United Nations I use her. I'm both National Grange, and as of 2 days ago, Lions International reappointed me to the United Nations. And so she's just a wealth of stuff to help on different activities in that virtual world. Okay.
did anybody have any questions? Was that a good enough time?
Judy,
Hopefully.
you stuck perfectly to it. So
Okay.
and I was so impressed. So all right, let's see what else we have here tonight. So let's have a chance now from our community or Pomona Grange lectures or our state one. Any successes you're hearing or seeing out there, challenges, anything else you want to discuss? I know we're getting ready to go to Norwich in October for our state convention. It's hard to believe we're already in August. I know one of the challenges we sometimes have at some of our Granges is trying to find the time with people to have the lecturers program with everything else going on, and making sure that we take the time to have the lecturers program. Because I think, Judy, sometimes you feel that we kind of gloss over after you've worked hard on a program. And, everybody's tired after long meetings that, make it quick, Judy, or make it quick, Renee, at our other Grange. So successes, challenges.
Just so you know, Granby Grange is getting a lecturer's program on how to raise a goat.
Maybe Wally will come now. Wally wants to go.
Do they give free goats away?
Well, Judy, Wally asked.
I wish, because I would take one from my yard.
Yeah. Okay, anything else you all want to ask or talk about? This is your opportunity.
Coming up for Nutmeg in September 27th, we're going to attempt to have a speaker come in, Diane Calabro from the Cheshire Historical Society, and she has a subject to talk about, the letters that were just found recently of correspondence during World War II to and from the servicemen.
Nice.
That's cool.
Very nice.
Mhm.
And Riverton Grange has their fair this coming Saturday. And Judy, you are chairing that, I believe.
Yep.
And then I know we had Winchester today. And then I know Granby Grange has their fair on September 14th.
Also we have, if anybody wants to come, there's an ice cream social tomorrow, at Granby Grange at 3:30. We'll have chocolate and vanilla ice cream with various toppings. So if you wanted to come for the meeting and stay for the social, you're more than welcome to. And
Free,
don't
free,
forget,
free.
yes, free. And then don't forget to enter all your stuff for Riverton next weekend. We actually have new entries this week from the Garden Club. So I'm hoping more of the Garden Club members enter because we have a community garden in Barkhamsted. And I'm hoping some of that, well, I know one person's already entered, so I'm gonna try to get a few other of to enter as well.
Judy, if you can get a few more books out, I will put them at the 2 post offices. I gave mine, remember, at Granby. Do you have any more books?
Yes, I meant to bring them down, and Chris took the car down to East Haven, so I didn't have them. They're going out to. I'm bringing them around tomorrow because I gave them to Laura yesterday. So.
And also,
Yeah.
you can put some signage out. The signs are at the Grange Hall.
Yes. Okay.
And to help people. Lisa Ann.
Hi, I'm new for the lecturer position from Wallingford. My camera's off because I'm actually sick today. I'm sorry. But I didn't want to miss the meeting. I just wanted to put out there that we have our fair on the 14th as well. And just again, new to the lectures program, it seems that you're right. We do the lecture at the end of the meeting, so everyone's tired. So I've been warned to make sure it's interactive. So this past month we did zucchini races.
I saw that. That looks so cool.
Well, we're so glad you've entered the wonderful world of lecturers. And if you ever want any of us to come visit, I've been to Wallingford Grange, and we interact quite a bit with Eileen.
Yes, and her friend Kathy Bergozzi was, both of them pushed me kicking and screaming into the position. So
excellent. We like volunteers.
Voluntold, what it's
yes.
like.
Yes.
But
Eileen actually won 2, I think, first prizes at the family event for Connecticut State Grange.
Yes, I saw that. Yep.
So that was exciting. So, well, good. Very good. Well, I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. And if at any time, again, you've got resources out there, you've got our state officers, you've got me as the state lecturer, you've got Robert and Terry as public relations. If you have questions on anything, we are all volunteers, but we're here to help. And, we really want the Grange to continue growing and evolving. We're really pleased in Riverton Grange. We're taking in 3 new members at our next meeting in September. They came to us through our Veteran of the Month initiative, and they were so impressed with all we do for veterans. They now want to join our Riverton Grange. So we're excited about that. We've actually got a couple of more people that we're chatting with about joining. So when they see you out in the community, being involved in the community, it's really a great chance to invite these people to become Grange members. And I know, Judy, you're going to be doing that at Granby as we continue to rejuvenate that Grange. I think this ice cream social that we're all having tomorrow is going to be another great opportunity to reach out into the community. Hosting the Connecticut State Grange family event there the other last weekend was a great opportunity. It was really the first public event that's been held there in years. And of course, Granby Grange is the home of our first Connecticut State Grange president or master under the old rules. It's really nice to see our Granges getting out there and getting involved. Lisa, did you have anything else? Lisa Ann, I see your hand still up.
No, I'm trying to figure out how to get it down on my
No
phone. I
problem.
apologize.
And Brenda, do I give you the last word? We're so pleased that you joined us tonight. And I'm glad you're getting to see just a little taste of what goes on in Connecticut. I will have a recording of this made that will be posted on our Connecticut State Grange website. Terry Fazio takes it and modifies it. And if there's anything that needs to be improved or corrected, she'll do that, and then it gets posted out there.
Well, thank you for it has a lot to do with we heard a lot of this at our lectures conference, so it's a good refresher, and not too many of New York was there, but we hope to get more more involved.
Excellent. Excellent. And the final thing for Connecticut subordinate or Pomona lecturers, don't forget, at the state convention, we have our lecturer appreciation awards for Granges and our honor lecturer awards for Granges. So September, the end of September is the deadline to get stuff submitted to me. So make sure all the criteria, which is very simple, is on the Connecticut State Grange website under contest under state lecturer. So please get materials into me so that you can qualify. And then at the Connecticut State Grange convention in Norwich, we'll have prizes for you. And they continue to get better every day. I picked up some stuff at Winchester Grange Fair today. Well, thank you all very much for joining us. And if there's nothing else, I will end our meeting tonight, and we will get out when our 12th will be. It will be after our Connecticut State Grange convention. So in the November timeframe, we'll have our 12th, trying not to conflict with the holidays. And then we'll start up again in 2025, which is hard to believe. So you all have a great evening, and thank you for joining us. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.